Okay, now moving from the arterial compression, we're gonna work on this foot and outer leg here and outer leg here. So we're gonna start lunge position, one hand on the foot, the other hand just below the knee, and then from here we're just gonna rock side to side. Notice a couple things. Number one, my hand's facing forward. This hand. Facing forward. And I'm pressing straight down onto the bone. Feels like I'm pressing onto the bone. It's peroneus muscle, which sits on top of the fibula. And I'm pressing straight down into the bone. Outer line too. Okay, straight down. All right, and then the other thing is this one, this hand on the foot, is just, where right here is just a little compression. And then as I move down the foot, I kind of give it a little bit of stretch. All right. And then it's rocking side to side. Next, I'm going to switch my lunge, so I'm going to drop my lunge knee down, switch my hands, so I drop my lunge knee down, bring the other one up, and then from here, I'm working the thigh and the leg. All right, so the leg here, same thing happens. Straight down, fingers pointing forward. With this hand, because it's at a weird angle, and also because there's no support underneath the thigh, I give very, and it's also very sensitive, I give very little pressure here. Okay, and it's difficult to get perpendicularity, to get pressure perpendicular, and in order to get pressure, you have to be perpendicular. So I don't really give too much here. It's just about connecting the lower body with the upper, because we're about to move to the upper body. Sometimes I'll, when I walk lines, this is optional, it's not in the pictures, but if you wanted to kind of give a little bit of more warming for the IT band and outer line 2 here, you can bring your thumbs into the groove here, outer line 3, and just gently, but with firm connection, work there. All right, next. All right, we're going to do 3 thumb points around the hip, around the greater trochanter. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do, if you take a look at my foot here, I'm kind of locking him in, supporting, so that when I press, he doesn't fall forward, or he falls forward as little as possible. And then here's the bone right here, and I'm going to work 3 points around the bone. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So 1. And this can be really sensitive for people. So I just really kind of have to be mindful. I might even work a little bit slower so he can relax and release into it. Notice how this arm and this leg are connected. Notice how I'm right above it. And my thumbs are kind of like next to each other. You could put thumb over thumb if you wanted to. All right, next, thumbing the waist. So I'm gonna move my lunge here. I'm not sure which way I want to go here. I think I want to go this way. Because if I go this way, then I can come back slightly. So I want to be like, there's a little shelf here. It's hard to see it really. But there's this little shelf of muscle that's here. It's not, I'm not going straight down. Here's the hip, here's the ribs. I'm not going straight down here. I'm actually rolling to this shelf here, which is like erector spinae. So erector spinae runs down here, and I'm just kind of hanging out on the shelf of erector spinae. Okay. And then this is a double thumb. And I'm going to go straight down, and maybe I'll rock my shoulders a little bit forward so that pressure comes slightly back. And then I'm going to go at that point, and I'm going to go drop down just a little bit to the second point. And then I'm going to go back up to the first point. So it's a 1-2-1. And then from here, I'm going to stay with this idea of being on top of erector spinae, and I'm going to work the middle back here. So I'm just going to kind of have my thumbs together but apart, so they're just like this. And I'm going to do 3 points. So this is 1, 2, and again, I'm working right along that shelf. This is line 2 of the back. It's right on the shelf of the lateral erector spinae. Notice I don't come up past the shoulder blades, just mid back here. I kind of have to roll into the muscle. I have to kind of like the skin kind of like moves under, like I'm grabbing onto the skin in a way, and then just like kind of finding where that ledge is and then locking in there and then moving my body. Then I'm going to sit down.